Hey everyone, Charting Man Dan from ChartGuys.com. You know, behind every single video that we put out every single day, there's a wonderful community of traders that we want to invite you to be a part of. Try the free 7-day trial and gain access to our live market broadcasts every morning and afternoon, interact with hundreds of like-minded traders, or take part in one of our dedicated chat rooms, each led by an analyst that's there to answer your questions in real time. Our trial is risk-free with absolutely no commitment or credit card required to experience the TCG community. For those looking for a head start in technical analysis, check out our entries and exits course in the link below in the description. Get up to speed with the fundamentals of TCG technical analysis and experience over 5 hours of great community-driven trading education. Looking at Twitter, GoPro X, and CHK on the daily and weekly time frame. So Twitter pulling back a bit. We now have a little lower high and lower low pattern, almost another lower low here. 1797, 1798 is a base of support, but remember our mindset shifted once we lost this low of support on the pullback. That broke the higher low pattern, and then since then we formed a lower high, very weak bounce attempt compared to a lot of other names that are seeing the market strength the past 4 days. And Twitter now has a key support level. If we break 1797, 200-day moving average support of 1760 will be the next level we look at, and we have the middle Bollinger Band support here as well that the bulls are trying to maintain. We did close right on that level by the penny, so we'll see if the bulls can hold that again tomorrow. But it's really all about that little double low. And in order for the bulls to regain control on this daily time frame, they're going to have to break 1890, the high of the bounce attempt thus far. So checking in on the weekly time frame for Twitter, this is normal, healthy consolidation. This is a bull flag pattern at this point. If the bulls can hold exponential support, which we are currently doing, after the bull move that we've seen over 3 weeks, this is very little consolidation. Look at the amount of move to the upside and how much we have given back of that. That's how I always compare as to whether or not something is potentially a bull flag. And you can see we've given back about, maybe 15% of the move to the upside. So at this point, that is very normal, healthy, contained consolidation. Checking GoPro on the daily time frame. Follow through with pullback after the upper wick of profit taking from yesterday. Now it's up to the bulls to establish a higher low and then try and make a recovery back to the upside. But the Bollinger Bands are tightening up here, so we are going to have to see some sideways trading or a breakout on high volume while we wait for these Bollinger Bands to level out and then ascend again to create room back to the upside for the bulls. Right now we are backtesting and holding the middle Bollinger Band on the daily as well as the 50-day, which is a good sign. That's at 855, both of them. So we did close just above those levels. If we were to lose those, we're looking right back down at 821 support. So the goal for the bulls after breaking 880 is now forming a higher low and then trying to continue back to the upside back towards $9. Weekly resistance, look at that middle Bollinger Band. Yet again, we obviously have 3 trading days left to go, but man, oh man, every time the bulls try and get over that, we get big upper wicks of profit taking and showing us that the bears are still in full control. So plenty of opportunity for the bulls to get back above this level by the end of the week. But that is a very key level to be watching if you are trying to go bullish on GoPro. That would be an indication to me that we can potentially change this weekly trend in the short term with some higher lows and higher highs. But until that middle Bollinger Band becomes support, I am still looking longer term bearish. X finally coming through here for our oversold bounce. Low of yesterday, 1920. Low of today, 1921. Spike in volume is where it occurred, in terms of a nice clear signal that the bulls had some momentum. And obviously the first close over exponential resistance in over a month. We've got a bullish MACD cross following through. Now it's all about the daily middle Bollinger Band resistance, which tomorrow is going to be down in the 2070s. Bulls need to close above that level. Next clear resistance that stands out to me is the high of this green bull attempt here. That was up at 2147. So 21 psychological, daily middle Bollinger Band in the upper 20s, and then 2147 are the 3 resistances we're watching. Weekly time frame trying to follow through with that bullish reversal hammer from last week, trying to keep this 100-week moving average. Goal for the bulls this week is close above 2063, which was the high of last week, to see this potential follow through. But even then, we're going to have to be cautious of the potential bear flag on the weekly time frame on a short-term bounce. We're going to have to see sustained higher lows and higher highs on the daily in order to negate the potential of that weekly being a bear flag. CHK on the daily time frame, consolidating still. We've got a gap down here at 560. There's moving average support to be keeping an eye on that the bulls are currently holding. And we have our little higher low and higher high on the daily. As I keep saying, I'm watching the 100-week moving average resistance, which is rejecting the price yet again this week. Same thing as GoPro in the weekly middle Bollinger Band. Until the bulls can get over it, they don't prove anything. Same thing here with CHK and the 100-week resistance after 4 rejections in the past 6 months. So patiently waiting. setup's going to be more clear sometime, perhaps even a month from now. But this is what I call stalking a trade, where we're just going to be making other trades that are more clear, keeping our eye on this one, keeping CHK on the back burner. But it is going to be a nice swing trade once we do get a clear break from this tightening descending triangle pattern. So thanks for tuning in. We'll check back in tomorrow. Have a great night.